Hey everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind reaction to Naruto Season 1, Episode 6, A Dangerous Mission, Journey to the Land of Waves. I wanted to finish a couple things so that I could focus on a couple of these episodes back to back, just because there are a lot of episodes to get through, and I want to kind of get into the characters, remember their names, not mix them up. Bear with me, I will eventually get back into it, into the stream of things, and there's the main one that I'm looking forward to, which is that these three characters went off to get tested, to become ninja, and they passed, and now they're going to go on their first mission, is how I understand where things are going to go, and I'm looking forward to development from all three characters, and it's very early on. And it's a children's cartoon. I get that. I really like the serious notes that are in this series, but I have to excuse some of the kind of sillier parts of it, especially when it comes to Sakura. I'm not a big fan. I get it. In the comments, you guys explained to me that it's a trope in manga. It's just these characters exist. I forget the term of it. You did put it in the comments. I do forget it, though. But I understand the concept of it. I did read a pretty robust article about all the variants that exist for characters like Sakura. Now, that being said, I still stand by it's very disruptive to me because I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it. That's just my gut feeling right now. I get it. Don't hate on me. But I'm hoping that there's some development. There's just, I want some development to come out of it so that there's an arc to the character that removes some of that silliness. It can still be there. I get it, the tropiness. But when it's like all just the tropiness, then it's very disruptive because I really like Sasuke. I like the development potential for that character because he's very like vengeance driven, or like he's after something, you know? But that's also like a potentially a weakness for him. Something that could get in the way of him being more than like he's capable of more, you know, but that could be a weakness. So I like that. And of course we have Naruto, which his big development piece for me, especially from here, I don't know, for the next couple stack of episodes, it's going to be you know, he's got that secret past, at least, you know, more or less to him. He's going to have to kind of come to terms with that and discover parts about that past and see how it, you know, impacts his identity. Again, this is like talking well beyond the children cartoon kind of motif behind all this, because I think that there's something else going on here that's very rich and robust. A series like this does not go on for this long without it having something that children experience, but then as they age with the series, and the series then delivers on some more of those mature themes and stuff. So yeah, with Naruto, it's like coming to terms with that past. And then for me, in this particular case, from episode 6, I guess, I don't know, to episode 12, let's just say, I'm going to throw a number out there, 10, 12, is the idea of like finding out what is the quest for Naruto, what is the journey, at least in terms of season 1. So I'm going to be trying to pay attention to that. I know this is a children's cartoon. I know that I'm probably not going to find it right away, but I'm looking for it because that's kind of what this is all about. It's delving into this, the narrative kind of structure of these things, and seeing what plays out. That I have to get back into the groove of things, so just be patient with me. Let's do this. On a mission. That's where I believe it was left off with the outro of the last. Well, this is already very serious. Kind of like they're in mission mode straight up. Yes, I believe it, of course.
Okay, squad 7. Huh?
Oh god, what's that teacher's name again? It's
I'll
figure it out.
Follow it.
Okay.
Over there.
In sync, working like a team. Whoa. Did a couple days pass or something like
What's
that?
your
I'm
distance
gonna
from
assume
the
time
target?
passed because
5
they're
meters.
really into this at this point.
I'm ready.
I like
Just
the
give
detail
the
with
signal.
headset.
I'm ready too.
So am I.
Wow, even she's taking it serious now. This might be a setup for comedic relief or comedic drama. It's a cat.
I got him. I got him.
Can you verify ribbon?
And silliness ensues. No. This is fun.
Affirmative. We got a positive ID.
Oh, jeez.
Right. Lost pet Tora captured. Mission
Tora.
accomplished.
My cat's name was Tora. The first cat I had was named Tora. We named it Tora because
Dangerous mission.
he
Journey
was
to the
named
land
after
of
the
waves.
karate group. It
My
was called the
poor
Toras.
little Tora, Mommy was so worried about her
So we
naughty
call the
little
cat Tora.
fuzzykins.
What a strange... Again, these things pop up in these shows where I just go, that's just weird. It's like...
Stupid cat.
Freaky.
That kitty deserves to be squashed.
Jeez.
Digging up potatoes.
What?
No!
What?
I want to go on a real mission. Something challenging and exciting.
He's got a point.
But he's such a pain.
How dare you! You're just a brand new Ganin with no experience!
It seems you do not understand the tasks you have been given.
Oh, so this is a setup of exposition.
Listen,
Act 2 exposition
many
generally comes
different
with like a big
kinds of
breakdown.
requests come into our
Like the
village
rules
every day.
of the world. We are
or
getting the
D,
system.
depending on
Now I
their
feel like this is a
difficulty.
very Shogun thing, right?
We ninja are also
been
ranked
picking
by
up things in the
ability.
comments.
Hokage
Yes,
at the top,
yeah.
Jonin,
The-
Chunin, and Genin at the bottom.
Why
We
analyze
receive
things
a
like
fee
this is
that
important.
supports our village and our
me.
work.
To no one else but to me.
Since you are you are given D-level assignments, of course.
So I had this tonkatsu ramen yesterday, and I'm thinking miso ramen today.
Silence!
He was
Oh,
teaching us something,
sorry.
man.
You always
What
lecture
even-
me like you're my grandfather or something. But I'm not the little brat who used to pull pranks all the time. I'm a ninja now, and
but
I
you
want a
are acting
ninja
like
mission.
Brad, though. Buddy, you gotta have some more self-awareness, Naruto. I hate to break it to you. But you do act like a
I'm going to
brat.
hear about this later.
A lot. Why are they laughing at this?
Naruto wants us to know that he's not a brat.
Oh.
He's a former brat, and
No,
he
he's
wants
still
a
a brat.
mission. So be it. I'm going to give you a C-ranked mission.
What the? A bunch of little snot-nosed kids? And you, the little one with the idiotic look on your face. You
gosh.
really expect me to believe you're a ninja?
Who's the little one with the idiotic look on his...
Wow. Like I said, self-awareness, Naruto.
I'll demolish you.
Self-awareness, buddy.
I am Tazuna, a master bridge builder. I expect you to get me there safely, even if it means giving up your life.
What's this? What was that? That was a random cut.
This is the first time I ever left the village. I'm a traveler now,
What?
believe
No, you
it.
test.
Hey, am I supposed to trust my life to this runt? He's a joke!
He's with me, and I'm a Jonin, so you don't need to worry.
I'm gonna cut him down to size right now.
Okay.
Hey, never insult a ninja. It's a big mistake. My name's Naruto Uzumaki. Remember it.
Whoa, nerd. Okay. Okay.
Hokage are powerful and wise. You are puny and brainless.
Wow.
The day you become Hokage, I'll sprout wings and fly.
To become
you imagine
Hokage, no
going
matter
on a
what
road
it
trip
takes.
with this sumbitch?
And when I do, everyone will have to admit that I'm the top ninja, including you.
So annoying.
You can become Hokage 10
God,
times
I'm
over.
starting to
and to
side
me,
with
you'll
Sakura.
still be no.
Just
That's right, I'm talking to
rap
you.
on him. Oh wait, is it? Wait, two of them?
Your country is the land of waves, right? Kakashi-sensei, there are ninja in that country too, aren't there?
No,
Ooh, more
there are
world
no
building.
ninja in the land of waves. But in other countries, there are hidden villages, each with their own different customs and cultures, where ninja
it.
reside.
Yeah, even
To
more.
the people of this continent,
They really
the
leaned into
existence of
that
shinobi villages
speculation.
means strength,
love this
military
stuff, though,
strength.
man.
The ninja villages are not controlled by any government. They're independent and have equal status. Now, a small island like the Land of Waves has natural protection from the sea, so there's no need for a ninja village. Are the lands of fire, water,
Oh, it's kind of
lightning,
Avatar-ish.
wind. The land of fire has the village hidden in the leaves. The land of water, the village hidden in the mist. The land of lightning, the village hidden in the clouds. The land of wind, the village hidden in the sand. And the land of earth, the village hidden in the stones. The leaders of these hidden villages are permitted the name
Wind is like mini
Kage,
desert.
which means shadow.
Then Lord Hokage's really important. Is that old man really such a big deal? I'm not buying it.
I got him with my sexy jutsu. He can't be that great. Believe it.
Hey,
Wow.
Huh?
you all just doubted Lord Hokage, didn't you? That's what you were thinking.
Wow. They're so alike. Like,
Well,
that's the thing.
anyway.
Ooh, I just realized even the name of this episode and the journey, they're doing it. Like, I just talked about the whole idea of this season setting up the quest, and the quest is usually in Act 2 is to kick off the journey. That's a very hero's journey-esque pattern. And they're literally on a journey. Well, to take this guy to climb. But they're still out of the village. What the? Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
Whoa, what?
Jeez. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was
What?
sharp. There was some sharp.
Do it!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't worry about it. They have the replacement. Nice. Nice. Whoa.
I can't get loose.
Jeez. What the hell, man?
Stay behind me!
Whoa. Is Suke gonna get in the middle of all of this, huh? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Replacement. Naruto did nothing. But that's alright. It's gonna get saved. It's being saved for Act 3.
Hi.
Kakashi Sensei! He's alive!
But he was... What?
You know the drill. at this
Kakashi
point.
Sensei used the replacement jutsu.
I wasn't saying Jitsu, I was saying Jitsu.
Naruto, sorry I didn't help you right away. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. I just didn't think you'd freeze up like that.
Wow, embarrassing. How embarrassing.
I was useless.
Yeah.
And Sasuke was so cool.
Now he's
like
got
he'd done this
self-awareness.
1,000 times. Didn't he feel scared at all? He looked so calm, not a
I
scratch
like that.
on
He's
him.
actually getting
and I
called
was
out.
so lame.
It was
he had to come
inevitable,
up
but
and
the way he's
save
being
me.
called out is pretty solid.
Why can't I keep up with them?
Wow.
Hey,
Yeah?
you're not hurt, are you? Scaredy cat.
Wow. He's just getting drilled.
Sasuke!
These
For real.
ninja have poison in their claws. We need to take it out of you quickly. You have to open the wound and remove it. It's in your blood, so don't move around. That spreads the poison. By the way, Mr. Tazuna, we need to talk.
Oh, gee.
How did you know about our ambush?
A puddle on a clear day when it hasn't rained in weeks.
Nice.
In that case, why'd you leave it for the Ganin to do the fighting?
To know who their target was and what they were after.
What are you getting at?
Yeah.
I wanted to know if they were after us or if they were after you, as for standard protection from robbers and highwaymen.
Wow.
You didn't say there were
This could
ninja
have failed, like,
looking for
severely,
you,
though.
hunting you down. If we knew we'd be fielding attacks from
or
enemy
nefarious.
ninja, we would have staffed differently and charged for the cost of a B
Okay,
mission.
so cost.
We're Ganin. This is too advanced for our level of training. We should go back.
Not only that, they were like D's.
And I really think we need to
Bump
treat
to C,
Naruto's
and
wound
now
and
they're
get the
doing B.
poison out as soon as possible. Back in our village, we can take him to a doctor.
Also, I should do more of this pausing while I'm talking out, because that way I am actually, it's way easier for me to listen when I'm not reading the subs. And so I can talk over it, but it might be annoying for a bunch of you. So, I mean, by all means, let me know in the comments below. Obviously, I can't keep this whole episode in because of the copyright gods. So it's, I have to put the blinders on, but also if I pause like this, I can share more thoughts along the way and chop this up. And it also mitigates significantly in order to keep these series intact. I seem to be targeted. I don't know why that the case is. It doesn't really matter, but I need to pause more often so I'm not talking over things, I suspect. That's gonna be you're gonna enjoy things more, so I'll try to keep that in mind. Sorry about that.
Huh?
Naruto's hand could become a problem. I guess we should go back to the village.
I was waiting for him to say, I guess we should just cut it off. I'll pause freak out. When I paused though, I was able to well, I can't see it now. I was able to see
Why am I so different? I worked
What?
so hard to get here, pushing myself until it hurt. Training alone for hours. Anything to get stronger, to reach my dream.
that turned around quick, man.
I will never back down again and let someone else rescue me.
Wow.
I will never run
I was
away.
about to throw this episode away.
I will not lose to Sasuke.
What? Hey, who said that out loud though?
Upon this wound, I make this pledge.
I got chills.
Believe it. Bridge builder,
Say that less though.
I'll complete this mission and protect you with this
My
kunai
God.
knife.
Again, this is a children's cartoon. This would never have. I don't think this kind of scene would have passed. Not in the 90s, it wouldn't have. Just saying.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Why is that mouse on the screen?
Naruto, that was really cool how you took the poison out and all. But if you lose any more blood, you're going to die.
Fine, no, just let him be cool for a bit. Why do you have to like, bring him
Good
down?
idea to stop the bleeding now. Seriously.
No! I'm too young for it to all end like this!
It was so serious.
In your hand,
Is he gonna heal?
the wound. It's already starting to heal.
Wow. Cool.
You have a really serious look on your face. You're scaring me. Am I okay?
Yeah, you should be
Wow.
fine. This healing power, is it from the nine-tailed fox?
That would be obvious.
You failed? What is this, amateur night? I put out big money for you! I thought you're supposed to be hotshot assassins.
Stop whining.
Wait.
This time, I'll go personally.
Be waiting, watching. It'll take someone with very advanced skills.
Who do you think you're dealing with?
Really long blade.
I am Zabuza Momochi, the demon of the hidden mist.
Okay then, we have a nemesis. Let me give my closing thoughts. So yeah, I as you could tell by the commentary along the way, I was, until I pause it to talk about pausing more often because it's copyright gods. But it's the as soon as I did that, I was like, oh, we're in Act 3, so something's about to go down. But then it's like it like, turned around completely on us. Like they had the reveal about who the target was, and that was kind of expected. And so I was thinking, wow, this is kind of all. It's very straightforward, and it was what I was thinking. It's like it's just humorous. It's giving us some B plot journey building, like learning about the lore. This is about the lands. This is about our ranks. This is about all this stuff. And then it's like, but then that twist at the end, which why I didn't catch the whole poison thing. I didn't catch that he got stabbed. But then the call out that was poison, the fact that he stabbed himself, give that speech. That speech was awesome. It dropped really well. And then of course they turned it back around because play with the viewer's emotions that way. Gonna go back into Scylla territory. But the idea that then the reveal of the healing, the regen power. And the fact that Naruto doesn't even know that he can regen, that was kind of neat, and it builds a little bit on that secret of the self, the thing I was talking about at the beginning of this episode that I want to look into, seeing the development of Naruto and him discovering those pieces of himself. It's his identity, right? But it's like everyone seems to know a little bit more than he does, and now his teacher does, because he just wraps it up and it's like don't even talk about it. So that's kind of cool. It's just a little one seed. It was pretty standard episode. Kind of, I don't want to say it was flat. It was sort of flat from a storytelling perspective. It was very little to the actual story of the episode, but it was a story that was meant to be the exposition story, at least. I mean, how I calculated the episodes, because I break them into quarters. This is where in the exposition phase of the season is how I perceive it, and I want to see if that lines up. And this was perfect. This is what the pieces are. And if you're sticking around for the season, you need to have this information because it's going to start coming back up. We're going to bring in the nations now. We have an introduction to the demon, and it's a demon of something of the mist. Come on, I just want the mist, something mist, and it's the. And it's introducing the side characters, the new antagonists or the challenges. There could be multiple antagonists and that are going to kind of come and try to interrupt or intercept the journey. Right now it still feels like it matches all the patterns. I'm looking forward to the next episode, which I'm going to do right now. I'll catch you there. Don't forget. Hey everybody, Shay here for another blind reaction to Naruto Season 1, Episode 7, The Assassin of the Mist. So I already talked a little bit about the last episode being my desire to see something with a narrative pattern start to play out, giving us a bit of an Act 2 scenario in the season, which is a lot about the exposition, like giving us some new characters, building the relationships between the characters that already exist. We're learning about the nations now, that's getting introduced, and the leveling system or how tasks get handed out. So all of that structure is in place now. It really opens up the way now. I think there's still room for a little bit more of that, but we already got introduced to the demon of the something mist, which forget his name, but I think he's going to be the next big piece for the next, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes. I'm going to say they're going to slowly kind of introduce the nation now. So they told us it exists from a broad perspective, but now it's like, how do we explore these little pieces as we go? We have plenty of episodes left in the season, so they have room to sort of breathe and tell some of these stories. I do know from the comments that this series does expand things a lot. It does drag things out. Don't worry about that from a reaction perspective. I want to experience that dry time. I understand that I could skip it, but you understand I'm watching this blind. I want to get into the series, and I'm okay with having that experience, because here's the thing. I want to experience what people experienced, what was this, 10, 15 years ago. I don't have to experience the pain y'all suffered because I get to watch it back to back. But I mean, I want to feel a little bit of that drag on spirit, because I need to know that was there. I like the structure of things. I like the production of things, and I like not that I'm gonna like the production, but the experience, that sort of shared experience that people have had with the series. Just because I'm coming at it late, I still want to have the context, so that if those conversations are going on in the community, I have the context now. Not exact context, but I know what people might be talking about in a very condensed perspective. Okay, with that, let's get started with episode 7. I'm going to try to pause more so I'm not talking over the actual audio of this. That's the point of going to dubs, is that we can get some of the lines and I don't have to chop through things. I can pay attention and talk, but I need to pause for the copyright cut. So water, or traveling on water, is a very big fantasy symbol too in storytelling. It usually implies some like passage. So maybe this is like a Naruto. There's going to be another Naruto moment. Tend to start the series and then they slip into silly. And then they set up the story.
Whoa! It's huge!
What? Quiet! I told you, no noise. Why do you think we're traveling like this, huh?
Before we reach the pier, I want to ask you something. The men who are after you, I need to know why.
Got a little bit of the setup for that plot is he's hiding something. Is maybe to reveal more about the details behind their client and what's going on here. That could pull them deeper into a bigger quest, though, a bigger challenge, catastrophe.
I have no choice but to tell you. I want you to know the truth. Like you said, this is beyond the scope of the original mission.
Here, I'll pause it here for just I'm kind of, remember I talked about, that's why I prefer watching the dubs now, is I can pay attention to subtextual narrative seeds, and I hope that interests people. I'm going to keep doing it. So that's what you're signing up for with this series. I could just enjoy things and react, but I want this to be more than that. I want it to be more than that. It interests me to kind of get into some of the storytelling bits. So what he just said there, because I was thinking of, they're in the mist, like mist has some symbol, water has a symbol, but also him saying, no, I need you to know the truth. There's the whole mist, right? Because mist is clouds the senses, clouds the mind, and then I need you to know the truth. It's like kind of clearing the mist, right? And clearing the fog out of your mind. And there's a lot of that kind of idea going on there. And I like that this is Act 1 of this particular episode, because it means that becomes the kind of theme of the episode, is getting at the truth. It's just, there's too many symbols lining up here for me. In the manga, I'm sure that this is more it means more explicitly the kind of stuff I'm talking about, even if the reader isn't perceiving it that way. I do feel like the writer, the mangaka, does take that into consideration. I believe it. I have to believe it, because there's too many things that coincide.
The one who seeks my life is a very short man who casts a very long and deadly shadow.
Who is it? Of the truth, shadow. More symbols.
You know him. At least I'm sure you've heard his name before. He's one of the wealthiest men in the world. He's a very powerful tycoon. But below the surface, with the same ruthless methods he uses to take over businesses and nations, he sells drugs and contraband.
Again, I don't know if I'm not sure anymore. I'm going back to the early 90s of like some of the stuff that was changing back with cartoons in the early 90s. Like there's certain ideas and themes that just would not fly on network television. I'm wondering, like, drugs and contraband in a children's cartoon. I don't know.
Using gangs and ninja.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't think so.
He came to our island and used his vast wealth to take total control of our transport and shipping. Right. In an island nation, a man who controls the sea controls everything. But there's one thing he fears: the bridge. When it is complete, it will join us to the land, and that will break his control.
Wow. It's sort of simple, but I mean...
I am the bridge builder.
Those guys we fought in the forest, They were working for Gato.
Which, strangely enough, I mean, gato means cat, at least in Portuguese. But I mean, they were the first mission that set this whole thing off is that they were getting a cat back for a lady, and now they're right. Too many parallels. I'm saying
he was dangerous. Knew he'd send Ninja to eliminate you. Why did you hide that from us?
Because the Land of Waves is a small, impoverished nation. The common people who are building this bridge, they can't pay for an A or B ranked mission. It's too expensive. If you end the mission when you drop me ashore, there will be no bridge. But don't feel bad about
He's not
that.
wealthy anymore.
Of course, my sweet little grandson will be upset. He'll cry,
Granddad, I want my granddad.
"Oh." And my daughter will condemn the ninja of the Hidden Leaves, denouncing and blaming you for abandoning her father and living her life in sorrow.
You don't have to add that part. I was actually giving you the benefit of the doubt first.
Oh, well. It's not your fault. Forget it.
Jackass.
Well, I guess we have no other choice. We'll have to keep guarding you.
I win.
And we very much still are in the whole exploration phase. Part of me suspects you're not going to make it back to village anytime soon.
Take me to my home, and I mean get me there in one piece.
Right.
Come on,
The
man.
next
Don't make
ninja
demands.
they send won't be Chunin. They'll
Either
be
you are or
Jonin,
you're dead.
elite ninja with deadly skills.
I'm not letting Sasuke get all the glory this time. Believe it. Over there!
What are you doing? What are you doing?
It was just a mouse.
Mouse, yeah, right. Everyone can see through your stupid act. You're so obvious, it's embarrassing.
Stop trying to scare me, you scruffy little dwarf!
Hey! Over there!
That's it, Naruto!
Oh. Oh.
Naruto, look what you did!
A rabbit! Ah!
Come on, man.
Ah! Oh, I'm sorry, little rabbit. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
All this fuss over a rodent.
I don't know, man.
That's a snow rabbit. But the color... They only have white fur during winter, when the days are short and there's little sunlight.
Replacement. Jitsu.
This rabbit was raised indoors, away from the light, which could only be for one purpose, a replacement technique.
Oh. That's not why I said it, but that's a big one. That was good. That was good. Intimidated.
No wonder the Demon Brothers failed in their mission.
This voice sounds familiar.
It's the copy ninja from the village hidden in the leaves. Kakashi of the Sharingan.
Look out!
Oh, that was the big tree. Oh yeah. Okay, that's why I sound familiar. I didn't think. I mean, I knew we were sending him, but not yet. Okay then. Okay.
Here it is. My chance to shine. Believe it. I'm ready this time.
it.
I'm not gonna lose out to Sasuke. No!
Why do you have to do this?
You're in the way. Get back.
But why?
He's not like those other ninja. He's in a whole other league. If he's our opponent, I'll need this.
Whoa.
This could be treacherous.
What's this for?
Kakashi of the
What's this?
Sharingan Eye. Did I get that right?
What? What with the eye? What?
Now quick! Manji formation. Protect the bridge builder. And stay out of this fight.
Whoa.
I taught you teamwork. Now it's time to
Whoa.
use it.
Okay. Whoa. I'm so curious.
I'm ready.
What the hell is that?
His eye. What is that?
Well, Looks like I get to see the Sharingan in action. This is an honor.
Everyone keeps saying Sharingan, Sharingan. Will someone please tell me what Sharingan is?
Sharingan. A rare power. It resides in the eyes. The user of this visual jutsu, or dojutsu, can instantly see and comprehend any genjutsu, taijutsu, and ninjutsu, and reflect the attack back on the attacker. The Sharingan.
Didn't there was like the one guy that Sasuke is after, that destroyed his village. Didn't he had an eye thing? He called it out because then they did a cut to this. Oh god, I forget this teacher's name. That's so embarrassing. But then I was like, oh, is it like the same guy or something? Okay, no, I don't think so, because I think it was a different eye. I forget. But I knew there was something with the eye.
Sharingan is a special, rare form of dojutsu.
Sasuke knows.
However, there's more to the Sharingan than that. A lot more.
Assassination unit of the Hidden Mist. We had a standing order to destroy you on sight. Your profile was in our bingo book. It called you the man who copied over 1,000 jutsu. Kakashi, the copy ninja.
Minute.
Uh-oh.
The Sharingan is a rare trait that only occurs in a few members of the Uchiha clan. My clan.
What?
Could he be?
Enough talking.
No.
I
No
need
way.
to exterminate the old man.
He's over there!
Standing on the water!
He's building up a huge amount of chakra.
But he's copying this shit. That's the thing, right? That's what they just said. He just gets better and better and better.
Art, hidden mist jutsu.
Master of the silent killing technique.
Silent?
As the name suggests, it happens in an instant, without sound or warning of any kind.
Okay. Sure. Well,
It's so fast you pass from this life without realizing what has happened. The Sharingan cannot fully neutralize it, so don't lower your guard. Well, if we fail, we only lose our lives.
How can you say that?
bad timing.
Sensei!
Bad timing for this miss, man. Jeez Louise, the tension build up.
8 points.
What?
What's that?
Larynx, spine, lungs, liver, jugular, subclavian artery, kidneys, heart. Now, which will be my kill point?
Oh, yes. What? Oh, I thought he was gonna go invisible too or something like that.
What an intense thirst for blood. One shallow breath, one tiny movement of the eye is enough to bring on instant death. If it goes on like this, I'll go insane.
What are you talking about?
The clash of two Jonin intent to kill. I've never felt anything so chilling. It's as if my own life is being choked off.
The tension of what is it? 20 minutes of like build up.
No,
yeah, we're in Act 3.
I can't bear it. I'd rather take my own life.
Whoa,
Sasuke!
what are you doing?
Calm down. I'll protect you with my life. All of you.
Jeez, calm down.
I will not allow my comrades to die. Trust me.
No.
Be so sure.
Sit back. Yeah.
It's over.
What the? Oh. Wait, did he get him? Oh. What? What's going on? Oh! Whoa. Water? Oh, what? No.
Sensei, behind you!
Nice.
Die!
Oh. Yeah, but now they're just gonna like alt replace. Launch. Oh, water. Getting copied it.
The water clone jutsu. It can't be.
Missed to
He saw through my illusion and copied it in an instant.
Don't move.
fuck, dude. You shouldn't have warned him. You should have just done it.
Now it's over.
I don't know, man. Are you sure about that? You don't want to take another 30 minutes? That's it. Next part, right? And then peaceful music. Wow, so we got to know more about Kakashi. We got to know about his eye, of course. Him covering that, or them, the storytellers covering the eye up. Of course, it meant that the eye was going to mean something. There was going to be value there. That being paralleled with the story of Sasuke and the flashback we got. I think it was episode 2. That had to matter. And at the time, I believe I made a comment. But I was like, it was either the wrong eye or something was up there where I was like, no, I don't think it is. But it was just weird, and it had to matter down the line. There had to be some sort of unifying thing in the narrative that brought that together, because otherwise, you know, as storytellers, you don't want to create signals that are too close to each other or that could be misinterpreted as having more meaning than they do. If you're going to do that, you generally, it might be padded out. You might get it very late on, but you want to thread those together, or there's a reason for it. And now we know it's that of Sasuke's village, the fact that bloodline seems to have come from there. Now there could be 2 people that have it. One of them happens to be the dude that Sasuke is after. I don't think it's the same character. Don't spoil me. Obviously, I'm speculating here. I'm just kind of like putting my thoughts down somewhere so that as I watch this, because I'm not grinding through this, of course, because I have to edit these and put them out there, right? But I want to be able to have just the extra feedback loop with myself so that I can remember some of these ideas and carry them forward. So that is important. That whole eye thing, the copy power. Now, this goes back to a couple comments I made, even in I throughout the entire series, right? They have the replication jutsu. They have so many different ways of shifting identity. Like, identity in this series is it's all over the place, because when you're talking about doppelganger storytelling, you never really know who's the source of what, and if something's going to go down, you don't know if it's real. It's like illusion, man. Illusion is baked into this entire series, and it's very hard to be in line with what you're actually seeing, because everything is a deception. And I feel like that is I would call it like an almost uber theme of the entire series. It's a perception one. And whether you're either getting control of the ability to manipulate other people's perception, or get more perception of something like the eye, you know, perceiving things and copying them. I feel there's a lot of those little signals going on right now, and every episode has touched on some element of this. And so again, it's not for children. Like, this isn't for children. Children aren't going to be picking up on stuff like this. They don't give a damn, you know. But as someone who kind of analyzes things like this, seeing these things happening in the story, it does make me sort of want to read the manga now. But it's enormous. I would be able to get through it, but I'm saying it's enormous. There's so much stuff I have to catch up on. I'm literally just starting the hobby, and it's overwhelming as hell to see how many, even One Piece, I was like, only got, right? But it's things like that. I'm like, man, I wonder how this is written in the manga, because for someone like me coming at it, I would not be considered the typical observer, obviously, of these kinds of things, but I'm seeing these patterns. I'm seeing these repetition of themes, and there's something appealing to it at the level that I'm perceiving it in. Perception again. But it's like, this is mass marketed. None of this crap matters, you know what I mean? But I'm going to be, like I said, bringing it up along the way of this reaction series, because now I'm actually like compelled to do it more, because I'm now pinpointing some of these things I can actually focus on and see if it keeps like coming up, and I get to bring it up to you, because if you haven't thought of this kind of layer of this, maybe you don't give a shit about the layers, and that's fine. You know, just enjoy the content and at whatever surface level you want. But if you're interested to go a little bit deeper, or maybe I'm just speaking shit, that's okay too. That's okay too. You can think that. I don't have a thin skin. You can let me know what you think. Don't spoil me though. Do not spoil me when I'm speculating, because some of these things will come out of the left field kind of ideas, because I'm really going to start looking at the subtext going behind. Like, it's not so much what I'm watching in the episode, but I'm watching the episode thinking about how is the mangaka writing the episode. That's sort of how I consume media when I start to deeply analyze it, especially when it starts to have too many coincidences with its storytelling, symbolism, and stuff. So there you go. There's another episode down. It looks like we're going to continue this for another episode. I feel like these tend to be chunked up in threes. Was that true? For like, no, because I stopped at 5, right? And it was 2, 3, what? 3, 4, 5. Episode 3, 4, 5 was a trilogy. 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, this... No, sorry, I'm paused on episode 8. My brain was like breaking there. Okay, so this might be another trilogy, and maybe they're writing it threes. We'll find out, but I am going to watch the next one right now so I can see where this goes. I'll catch you there. Don't forget. Hey, everybody, Shay here. Welcome back to another blind reaction to Naruto Season 1, Episode 8, The Oath of Pain. Kakashi has the upper hand in his battle with Zabuza. That's so spoilerific. It's wonderful, but I mean, that's expected. Okay, something, there might be a twist in here, that might be a red herring, but those friggin' summaries. Leading thoughts going into this, of course, I want to see where this goes. I want to know more about the eye. We got a little bit about it, but we did get the copy power happen. I'm wondering if his thing is gonna stay up now, or why does he like block his eye? I don't know why he does that. Is it to just challenge himself so that he's not depending on it, so that he can actually better himself without using the gimmick power that he's inherited? I don't know. Maybe that's just something that hopefully Kakashi, or it's addressed by Kakashi, or whatever the case might be. I don't know why he's covering it up. That's just a simple thing though, right? And then the Zabuza, I mean, I don't think he's gonna get taken out. He seems like too kick-ass of a villain, and they're not just gonna wipe them out, are they? We'll find out. But he seems powerful, but I still haven't really seen more of his moves. All we've seen is basically a replication jutsu. Now I'm wondering if it's jutsu or jitsu every time I say it. I think it's jutsu. Anyways, the replication jutsu, but basically water form. So water cloning. It's like cloning and replication, I guess, together. But they call that something else, didn't they? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It'll come up again. I don't know why Kakashi didn't just stab him in the spine. Huh? Of course.
Really don't get it, do you? Your technique is nothing but a crass imitation. Already copied my water clone jutsu when you made your little speech.
They did call it water clone, okay.
I'll protect you with my life. All of you.
Very skillfully executed. You made your clone say those words to draw my attention. But I'm not that easy to fool.
Hey, that one's a clone too!
Fishy spikes. Trying to slow me down.
This isn't normal water. It's dense, heavy.
Ah, fool. Water prison jutsu!
Whoa.
No! Escaping into the water? Bad mistake.
This prison is made of water, but it's stronger than steel. It's hard to fight when you can't move. Water clone jutsu!
Because couldn't Kakashi just do a replication? God, why do I keep stumbling on these words? Is it replication jutsu? Doesn't matter. He could just pull a log into there and pounce out, no?
He's even more skilled than I thought.
Crazy. Why couldn't you water clone jutsu inside the water prison? Because it's already made of water. So you just become what, a steel water clone jutsu?
Think wearing a headband makes you a ninja. When you've hovered between life and death so many times it doesn't faze you, then you may be called a ninja. Upstarts like you, ninja, is a joke.
He disappeared again!
Okay, so now part 3. So part 3 is going to give us some action with the students, which is kind of neat. But they're going to get wrecked. They got to get wrecked unless Naruto pulls a combination. Then hell yeah. Oh, I'm expecting it at this point. Or the regen ability is going to play a part in Act 3 of this. If this is a third part, because it could be more. But because it got mentioned and then got thrown away last episode, that might have been the way for the audience to kind of forget that happened, maybe. But then they bring it back as a callback.
You can't win this fight, so he can only fight you with his water clone. But the clone can't go far from his real body. If you get away from him, he can't follow. Now run!
Run away.
No.
Not an option.
Yeah. Teammates.
No matter how fast we run or how far we go, he'll track us down. Try a manji defense formation, he can get around it in an instant. Our only chance of survival is to rescue you. We've got to do it.
Clone army, Naruto. Clone army.
Easy.
A true elite ninja. I've got to get away.
No.
If I don't,
You just said you'd never do that.
seriously. Ah!
Oh, what's this? What the? Is that the bleeding hand? What'd I say? What'd I say? What did I say? We made an oath. Yes. Yeah.
Upon this wound, I make this pledge.
I'm glad that they did this.
Believe it. I will never back down again and let someone else rescue me.
I was doubting.
I will never run
this
away.
is sloppy writing.
I will not lose to Sasuke.
Good job. Good job. Get up.
I want to
Wow.
try on your headband. Come
Rolling
on,
back
please.
even to episode 1.
Oh, this?
No way. You can only wear the leaf headband when you graduate from the academy and become a ninja.
That's what happens. An enemy takes a hostage and you have an impossible choice.
Wow.
On every mission,
Call
your
back
life
to all
is on the
episodes.
line.
Good lord.
Now, and I want a ninja mission.
I'm impressed. I was talking about this even with the eye thing, with the smallest thing up front, but I was talking about last episode, it's all blending. But this is what I'm talking about. It's like if you're going to do things as a storyteller, you got, the setups, man. The long payoff setups are
To
great.
be the greatest Hokage.
Best.
Then the whole village will stop disrespecting me and start treating me like I'm somebody important. I'm a ninja now. Believe it. I won't run away.
It's okay, you can reject. It had to matter. It had to matter.
Thinking charging.
Oh, that's the comment I made. The one with the hand. That you do the hand, and then you do a kind of a distraction episode, and then you bring it back to the
Get him
hand.
by yourself.
That's what I
Even
said.
Sasuke couldn't get to him. We're only Ganin. We can't defeat a Jonin. What did you think you'd accomplish by that?
Don't be like that. Develop. Come on, get up. Get up.
The headband?
Yeah, nice.
That's what he wanted?
Hey, you.
Yes.
The freak with no eyebrows.
Yes. Yes.
Put this in your bingo book.
Yes.
The ninja that will become Hokage of the village, hidden in the leaves.
Your ass.
He never backs down.
Yeah.
His name's Naruto Uzumaki.
I thought he was all talk, but this kid's got guts.
That's the mirror, what I call a mirror pattern. So we got the bridge builder, name calling, put him down like he's a nobody. And then in the end of the, whatever the story arc's going to be, which looks like 3 episodes, it's going to turn around and this guy's going to come to the realization.
So you're finally thinking about teamwork, huh?
Why do I have this feeling?
Come on.
Naruto's so determined.
Yes. Because her comment, I'm watching these back to back, so now I can't call. I can do reverse callbacks here. She says, he's so annoying. That was her line there. And there you go. Now it's like, he's so determined.
Wild.
That's good stuff. Okay. How's this going to go down? I mean, it has to be Clone Army. Naruto. It has to be. I mean, what else can I pair up here? Speculate right before the end, because it's going to happen. What could it be? What else did he learn? There's the water cloning. He's not going to do water cloning. I don't think that'd be crazy if he pulls that shit. No, that'd be crazy. This guy could do a water prison on this other dude, though, right? That's the thing. Now you got to think about all these like different parts now, because all these characters can just do this crazy shit.
Ready?
You don't know what to expect.
Let's bring this guy down.
Man, I'm even thinking of combinations right now. I can't even like. Maybe it's like the GM in me, the DM in me. Like always thinking. So there's like, imagine this. Don't spoil me. If this ever comes true, I'm probably won't, because I'm gonna go really left field here. But hear me out. Imagine a character like Naruto, because I I'm gonna have to be honest up front, just in case I screw something up here with my assumptions going into the speculation. But Naruto, he's picked up powers, but he's still kind of learning them. He's still, because he does the sexy jutsu, but he's like, he learned that, and then he combined it with the cloning jutsu, but he got that off the scroll. So that's like an advanced learning, but he learned it. He still learned it, but it was an advanced piece. But he then combines them, and now he's done the replication one. Replacement jutsu. But now imagine this, the kind of combination here where Naruto does clone army Naruto, but they're water clone. It's a water clone army of Naruto. Sexy isn't going to come into this. The water clone army of Naruto, and then he goes at this dude. He does a, let me think this through. I'm trying to get replacement jutsu into this. Okay, I might not be able to get replacement jutsu today. So Clone Army Naruto comes into play. Clone Army Naruto gets on this guy right here, Zabuza, and then he turns the Clone Army Naruto into a water prison. Like the Naruto has become a water prison.
You think your plan's going to keep you in the game?
That would be awesome.
This isn't good.
What are you doing? I told you to run! This fight was over the moment I got caught! Now take off! Your mission is not to prove how brave you are. It's to save the bridge builder. Stay on mission.
No, that's not what you taught them. Well, you did, but yeah, but no, he taught them that there's going to be a fork in the road, and sometimes you got to make a decision. Okay, sometimes that decision is leaving someone behind, or not to leave someone behind. No, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I guess this all happened because of me, because of my desire to live. But I won't let that stand in your way now.
He's turning around.
And do what you have to do.
Yes.
Go ahead and fight to save your sensei.
Nice.
All right, you hear that?
Yeah, believe it. You ready?
Still playing your little game, pretending to be ninja. When I was your age, this hand had already crushed many opponents.
Long ago, in the village hidden in the mist, also known as Blood Mist Village, before a student could become a ninja, there was one final test.
Wow.
Do you know about the graduation exam?
Wow.
You have to kill the other students to pass.
Okay, that was a little. Okay.
Imagine young ninja like you eating together, training together, and then comes the final exam. Oh, it's him or you.
A boy who was not even a ninja approached the class and took down over 100 other students.
It felt so good.
Sasuke!
There it is.
Shadow Clone Jutsu!
Okay, there it is. Okay. Go on.
Here we go!
Water shadow clone? Come on, man, do it. Oh yeah.
I'm not giving up! I've still got this! Sasuke!
So that was your plan. Not bad, Naruto.
Get his ass kicked? To give you blades? I don't understand. Oh, the poison blades. Yeah, this is a water. This is a water. Doesn't matter, right? What? Huh?
Demon Wind Shuriken! Windmill of Shadows!
Yes.
So,
Nice.
you passed the clone and aimed for my real body. Smart.
I mean,
But not smart enough.
Jesus.
A second shuriken in the shadow of the first. The
Oh,
Shadow
what?
Shuriken Jutsu.
What? Sasuke. Nice. Jesus.
I told you a shuriken can't touch me.
He dodged it!
Yes. Boomerang. Oh, what? Was it replacement? Jutsu mixed in there? I said I couldn't think of how that could.
Eat this!
That's awesome. What? No! Don't do it! No! Frick! Wow. So the combination jutsus are still playing a part, and that's the thing. You never know what's true. You never know what's true. Everything is switching up. Anything can be anything. Inanimate objects can be people. People can be clones of people. They can be, oh my God. There's just so many different things going on in any particular couple seconds of scenes where you have to be in disbelief the entire time. You do not know what you're watching until the end. Or not, you know what you're watching. You're watching it. You don't know the intent of the thing you're watching, because the thing you're watching might not actually be the thing that is going to be the thing that's going to get the solution in place. And then even that might not be the thing, because that will be switched out, and there's another solution after the solution after the solution. There's so many contingencies going on here. It's crazy. And the fact that like the students are pulling this kind of crap off is like, how do they communicate? How do they plan this shit out? And first of all, how did he get a shadow shuriken off of the... There's a missing detail there that I'm definitely trying to fill in the blanks here, because they didn't give it to us. Now, we know there's the replacement jutsu. These blades came up in the first episode with... I don't remember the guy's name anymore. The guy that was up against Naruto that was trying to destroy him because he knew he was the fox. But then I don't know how Sasuke comes into play with that. He obviously knows how to throw the damn thing. But he didn't cast the thing because there was no Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. It was Naruto the whole time. But is this actually Naruto, or is this just another clone Naruto that did a Shadow Jutsu? You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's always a failsafe for any move that's made, and there's always a move after the move after the move after the move that gets these people out of these jams. It's crazy to me. Now, I guess this is a 4-parter, and it could be more. But let's do 4 parts of this fight. I'm just going to wrap this up here. I'm going to jump into the next episode. I'll catch you there. Don't forget. Hey, everybody. Shay here for another blind reaction to Naruto Season 1, Episode 9. We have Kakashi, Sharingan Warrior. And this is what the eye thing. We do have, I guess, the title of the episode itself alludes to it being about the copy thing. I was talking about in the last episode, you never know what's actually going on, because there's always, it's always deception. There's always perception, deception going on. So I don't know what to expect in these episodes. It's more like, at this point, it's kind of fun to watch. I'm seeing things drag out a lot. Like the scenes do drag out, and it's feeling kind of like what maybe people were talking about. But I think you were talking it on from the perspective of episodes themselves. There's like fill-in episodes that drag out seasons worth of content. But I'm feeling a little bit of that spirit going on here. I don't mind it. To be honest, because the tension buildup, it's maybe just a little tad longer than it needs to be, but it still feels okay. Like it feels, it's Dragon Ball did it the worst. And I'm talking back a memory 20 years ago. I watched them in Portuguese, a couple of the early episodes when I was on a vacation in Portugal. And man, some of those episodes would just be screaming, and then it's like, what? The episode's over. It's just powering up. So I remember that. Like I said, that's maybe 20 years ago. Probably more. Anyways, this one, still good, but I'm kind of focusing on the development of the character still. It's still something I wanted from the episode 6 when I started this session, and I wanted to see more of it. Now, we got a little bit more of Naruto. We got the whole bleeding thing. We got a little bit even from the teacher's perspective, which I hadn't even called out in episode 6, that I was going to look into that. But even he's getting development with the whole eye thing and the Sharingan. And then we have the Sasuke. I want to know a little bit more about him. I mean, he's kind of getting into the fight, so it's still nothing really happening there. And Sakura, still, she could deserve to have something happen in this episode, like get some sort of focus, so she's not just standing by the bridge builder, and that's like her part in this. I want to see her do more. I want to see her like bake into the whole teamwork aspect. I wanted to see her get involved into fights, not just as a protector. I understand that's a tropey thing, and it could be the symbol of it, but she's a ninja. She's in this ninja thing. She has to get, like, I have to see her act like that as well, like get into the fight. Let's see where this goes. Why is blood coming out of his eye?
Destroy you.
What have you done? What is this? Stop that with your arm. Should I pause it? Just to speculate on why did it go clang? There was a comment made in the episode with the prison. I already don't remember. He was in a prison the entire episode, last episode, right? So it was episode before that he ends up in a prison. Anyways, the idea of like it's made of water, but it's as tough as steel. I wonder if Kakashi just swapped out to a clone made of steel water? How did he do that? Because then they focused on the eye.
That was
something.
an excellent plan. You've really grown,
But he's
haven't
bleeding.
you?
He's bleeding though, so he's not water flowing.
I knew I couldn't beat him with my shadow clones. That was just to distract him. While he fought the clones, I turned into the demon wind shuriken.
In the middle of this guy trying to chop off your arm.
Believe it.
But wait, this might be what the pieces I'm missing that they're going to lay out how he and
the clones to transform into the shuriken.
Oh my god. Yes. What? Yes. Holy shit. That's great.
When I threw it to Sasuke, it looked like a real shuriken.
What?
Sasuke could tell it was me in a second. He spun
What?
around so no one could see and pulled out his own shuriken.
What?
Now there were two shuriken. One was real, one was me.
What? This is madness.
I hid in the shadow of the real shuriken,
What?
and my target was the real Zabuza. Of course, I knew that I couldn't fight Zabuza myself. That wasn't in the game plan. I just wanted to get it.
I love that they'll just like tell you what the things that you got you so confused. Check this out.
The whole thing was just a fluke!
You can call it a fluke, but their teamwork was flawless. They knew what to do without even talking about it.
I made a comment like that. How do they even communicate that with each other?
Most of the time they act like they hate each other,
Oh.
and yet they're a perfect team.
Just like you're almost exactly like Naruto. You just have to come to terms with it.
Technique worked on me once, but it won't work again. So,
Oh,
what's
okay,
it
he's
gonna
got
be?
a metal thing on the top of his hand.
Huh?
Shoot. Just punch, stab him with the other arm. Okay.
The Sharingan.
Ushisaru u ne I tori ushi uma tori ne tora inu tora mi ushi hitsuji mi I hitsuji
Just punch him while he's doing that, man.
Ushisaru
Oh.
ne I tori ushi
What?
uma tori ne tora inu tora mi ushi hitsuji mi I hitsuji ne.
What the
Jin
hell?
saru tori tatsu tori ushi uma hitsuji tora mi ne saru u I tatsu hitsuji ne ushi saru tori jin ne I.
What's happening right now?
Tori!
Like instantly.
Water style! Water
Whoa.
dragon jutsu!
Whoa. What? What?
Something isn't right.
What? What's that? That you're losing?
The Sharingan can comprehend and replicate the enemy's technique.
However,
Water style! Water dragon jutsu!
Both jutsu occurred simultaneously.
oh,
Could he?
no, he's just that awesome, right? What? Hello? Hello? An introduction of a new character in the middle of what could be a four-parter? 4-4?
Could it be?
Maybe we're finally in sequence land. What? He's just, I'm gonna marry you, bitch.
He's not just following. He moves the same way at the same time.
It's as if he knows what I'm
Going to do next?
What?
How's that?
Is he reading my mind as
How-
well?
A couple episodes ago, the first episode of this, if this is a 4-part series, he's like, were you just thinking bad about the teachers? Call back.
Looks at me with that eye.
It makes you furious, doesn't
What
it?
the hell, man? Holy shit.
You're doing is copying me like a monkey.
Yeah.
You can't beat me with cheap
works.
tricks.
Good
I'll
lord.
crush you. When I finish with you, you'll never open that monkey mouth again.
Wait. What? Wait.
It's me. But how? Is it his
This
illusion
is not a
jutsu?
4-parter, is it? No way.
Water style! Giant vortex jutsu!
What? Impossible!
It's so disoriented right now. He need your
I
power.
was just about to create a vortex, but he created one first!
So he saw the future? He's not
He
even...
copies my jutsu before I can even do it! I can't keep up!
Shit, man. Well, that's just like he might be reading it to a certain degree, but then he has like super crazy intuition, and so he's like, well, I know how this is gonna end. I know what his intentions are. He can copy with the Sharingan. That's right there, Sharingan. He can copy with the Sharingan. He can read the mind potentially, if that's what they're alluding to at this point. But then he's like crazy intuition, so he can guess. He's got a sort of precognition. What is this? For real. Nope, we gotta wait. That'd be the right time to sort of introduce another angle to this, though. Oh, I thought they were just like pegging him to the tree with the through his clothing, but no, I think
You're finished.
How? Can you see into the future?
Yes. This is your last battle. Ever.
what? What? Children's cartoon. Oh, don't land on it. That's the worst. That's gonna be the worst. If, if they weren't fully in before.
You were right. It was his last battle.
No way. No way. Not the jutsu.
I've been tracking Zabuza for a long time, waiting for this chance to finally take him down.
By your mask, I see that you're a tracker ninja from the village hidden in the mist.
Oh.
It was my duty to stop Zabuza.
From his size and voice, he must be the same age as Naruto. Yet he's an elite assassin. He's no ordinary kid. But what is he?
What is this? Who do you think you are?
Easy, Naruto.
What the hell is he?
He's not our enemy.
Huh?
What are you doing?
That's not the
man?
point. Did you see what he did just like that? Zabuza was huge and powerful like some kind of monster. And this kid, who's no bigger than me, he brought down Zabuza with one move, like it was nothing. I mean, what does that make us? We're just fumbling around. We don't know anything. How can I accept that?
In this world, there are kids who are younger than you. And yet, stronger than me.
What the hell, though?
Your struggle is over for now. I must deal with the remains. There are many secrets in this body. They must not be allowed to get into the wrong hands.
He seems to like it. Well, I mean, that's
What are we
the
doing
thing,
here?
right? He just accepts it.
We're nothing. I can't believe it.
As ninja, the things we encounter are never easy. Save your anger for the next enemy.
Yeah, this is like purely defeatism.
We have... All right, let's get a move on.
What? Oh! There had to be a twist. There had to be a twist. There had to be a twist. We're right at the end. No. No.
Kakashi Sensei!
No. No, don't do it. I'm not gonna check. Don't do it. Yeah, you're gonna do it. Son of a bitch. That one I had to get to the end because I got to walk away for a bit and I didn't want to see the next episode. I didn't want to see the title. I didn't want to see it. We're going to see when we come back. So that was the wrap up of a 4-part series. So it was a 4-part series, but it did introduce a new piece at the end of it. So trackers taken. I mean, the character's got to come back. It can't just appear and then disappear and not have value. There's going to be something else with the tracker. still mysterious. Of course, the mask is already there. Who's behind the mask? But again, from an audience perspective, we don't know. It doesn't matter. We don't care yet. Because we don't have enough inputs to even speculate on who could be behind the mask, and we're not familiar with the village, etc., etc. So it could just be something that it's a cool design, but for all intents and purposes, it could also have a different value. Like the mask itself could have some other value that I'm not. I can't even speculate on right now, because it does feel like this episode at least brought this to a breaking point. Not a breaking point like things are going to collapse and go chaotic. I'm saying like there's a chill moment, which is a very, I'm not going to say a mid-act 2 thing, because we're not there yet. I think it's 26 episodes in the season, so episode 13 is going to be the midway point. But I can speculate, at least my gut feeling right now is going to be, what is this, episode 10 next? This is 6, 7, 8, 9. So episode 10 is next. Yeah, I'm going to say that 10, 11, 12, 13 is going to be like chill. It's going to be more chill. There's going to be maybe a revert to more of the squad itself, because of course they just took out Kakashi. So it could only last an episode. I don't know. Maybe they'll make it last longer. But I think this is their opportunity now to focus back in on the squad, have them develop together. I really do feel like that needs to happen in the middle of the first season. Granted, it can all break down. I mean, again, this is episodic at this point, right? So maybe it doesn't come together that way, because this goes on for how many episodes? 100 plus? So, but my gut feeling right now, it still feels like it's on that narrative trajectory of meeting those patterns. I really do feel like it's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, possibly 13, 14. There's a good, I'm going to say 4 to 6 episodes where it's going to try to bring it in a little bit. It's going to be a chill moment. It's going to be more, I think, world building at this point, more than high action combat. Maybe that'll start happening again in 3 or 4 episodes when we get to the middle point at the kick off the second half of the season. But I think they have room. Normally seasons in the middle, it's usually you could think about this from a production standpoint, even like when these hit TV, right, is like at the beginning everyone's jazzed up, wants to kind of watch a series, and then in the middle they start to maybe go lax. They start to, life takes over, right? These come out every week or whatever the case might be, or if it's like a primetime thing at night. Netflix changes this whole thing because you just watch everything in a marathon, right? But in the old days of production, in the middle chunk, the ratings always went down. Not the ratings, the viewership always went down, and then it would pick back up on the end of the season. And so, of course, from a writing perspective, you end up putting the solid, like the rich writing at the beginning and the end, because the middle is generally where people like dip out and then they come back in. And so you want to recap everyone on that rise back up to the end of the season, and then you want to ramp up the juicier, the meatier. Why did I have to turn it to juice? Because I'm hungry. And by the end of the season, because that's when people are back, they're back. And so you're going to give them all that stuff, and you're going to make them want to come back for a season 2, right? So that's why I can kind of speculate from a season perspective. But the season itself, if you think about it, it's kind of broken down like a narrative patterns as well. So you break a season down into quarters. You have your Act 1, Act 2A, Act 2B, Act 3. And then you can kind of, in the chunk of the Act 2A chunk and Act 2B, it really does, it's world building. It's world building, it's journey, it's travel, meeting more characters. I suspect there's going to be a supporting cast is going to, I would say, double at this point. I'm just going to say in the next 4 to 6 episodes, we're going to have, when I say double, there's only 3 of them right now, plus a teacher 4. I'm going to say, and then the ones back in the village. Let's just say 6. I'm going to say we're going to get introduced to like 6 to 8 more characters in the next 6 episodes. How's that? That's my speculation up front. We'll see how much I get right along the way. See where this goes. Don't forget to give these episodes a like. It does encourage me to come back sooner. It lets me know that you're interested, and that and there's been a lot of great traffic on this series and a lot of new people onto the channel. I hope you enjoy this content, but also check out some of the manga stuff as well. But if you like something, you gotta hit the like button, because I'm kind of gauging that to see when I come back to things and when I schedule things, etc., etc. If you haven't subscribed already, of course, consider doing so. It helps the channel grow and helps people discover it. And I will catch you in the next stack of episodes. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy.